Good morning, Cypress Village residents. Welcome to Virtual Coffee Chat. This is Ty Morgan, Executive Director, and thank you all for tuning in as usual. We appreciate you very much as our viewers, and also the content that we provide is very valuable to all of our residents here in the village. Today is Friday, November 3rd, and happy Friday to everybody. Got a lot of information we're going to share, and then as usual, I will wrap it up with a few closing comments as well. So I thank you for tuning in. Enjoy today's episode. Bye-bye.
Good morning, Cypress Village, and welcome to another edition of Coffee Chat. I have a couple of updates. We're going to start off next week on shampooing carpets again. We're going to work our way up once again. We're going to start on the second floor, and we're going to go up. We're going to try to do 2 floors in a week so we can get them done and ready to go for the holidays. So please stay tuned for that. I'll have more information out next week on that. We right now are focusing on doing a couple of things on the first floor as well. If you've seen companies out here in the middle of the night, probably shampooing, they're helping us out, trying to take care of the first floor and get it nice and going for the holidays as well. We're also redoing the grout on the tiles in the main entry. Last night we did the main entry. Tonight we're working on the other entryways, so please be mindful in those areas as the entries may be closed, so that way we can get the tiles done and ready to go. And I want to end this with the word of the week, which, because the weather's so beautiful outside, this is definitely my time of the year. I love the fall weather. I love the coldness. So autumn, we're going to use the word autumn, and in Spanish, the word autumn is otoño. Otoño. Autumn in Spanish is otoño. One of my favorite times of the years. Holidays are coming. Great time for family, great time for hot cocoa, and just be with your loved ones. Thank you very much, and you have a great weekend.
Good morning. It's another wonderful edition of Coffee Chat. I am Scott Marquardt, your favorite security manager. So I just have a couple of updates. The doggy door near dining is being worked on. We had a tech out. We've ordered parts. We're waiting for those parts to come in, and that door should be up and running shortly. So just to give you a heads up with that. And then as far as some new parking signage, we have the 4-hour signs are up for the handicap spaces, so just beware of that. That the circle lot is now a short-term lot entirely, 2 hours unless it's a handicap space. Those handicap spaces are 4 hours, so be mindful of that. We are starting to police that new signage, and just be aware of that. And then as far as under the garage, we're going to be putting up a few more signs for the directors along the back wall, and that should be going in the next couple of days or weeks, depending on how quickly I can get out there and get it taken care of. So we're excited for that. And in addition, the home residents parking spaces are also in effect along the garage in the circle lot. So also, those are for homes only, so make sure you park there only if you're from a home. That's it. Y'all have a great day.
Good morning, villagers. It's Lisa Drew, your CLS director. That stands for Community Life Services. And I'm in the Veterans Lobby coming to you with another edition of Coffee Chat. Speaking of Veterans Lobby, our next big event is the Veterans Dinner on November 11th, which this year happens to fall on a Saturday. We had so many RSVPs. The event is full, but we do have a waiting list. And here's Jim Jandro to tell you a little bit more about that.
Next Saturday, the 11th of November, is Veterans Day, and there are 2 events going on. The first, weather permitting, will be in front of the flagpole, starting at 11 a.m. with the Cypress Village Color Guard coming in with the American flag, and the 5 military flags. At 11:11, when the World War II armistice was signed, that is the 11th minute, the 11th hour, the 11th day, and the 11th month, we will recite the Pledge of Allegiance and sing our national anthem. After, we'll have announcements of changes to the Veterans Recognition Wall. The color guard will march back to the towers, and the audience will be dismissed. There will be coffee and pastries in the lobby at 10:30, and seating is available outside. In case of inclement weather, the Veterans Recognition Wall ceremony will be conducted in the Veterans Lobby with limited seating, of course. The next event is Veterans Day dinner, honoring all who served, and by the way, that includes the spouses. It begins at 4:30 in the lobby with drinks for 30 minutes. When you signed up, you were issued a ticket, which is needed. At 5 p.m., you will proceed down to the Loon's Nest and Egret Hall, and after you are checked on the list, you will be issued a wristband. Then you'll be guided to your table, which, by the way, after you're checked off the list, it may be a different table than you were originally assigned. And that's because those table assignments were made before we had received the RSVPs, and accommodations are needed for the World War II veterans and their caregivers. The evening begins at 5:30 with arrival of Cypress Village Color Guard and other ceremonies. Dinner is served, and after is our guest speaker. Also, veterans, you have been asked to render a photograph, headshot, prior to 5 p.m. today, given to CLS or activities. Those are pictures while you're on active duty, not here in the village. So, on that note, have a great weekend and enjoy.
Okay, thanks, Jim. And then the next big thing we have to look forward to is our big holiday market on Friday the 17th. That's the Friday before Thanksgiving, which is going to be here before you know it. So that is going to be big this year. We've got a lot of great vendors. They'll be in the main lobby. We're going to have Bubbles and Brews here serving a special holiday sangria. We'll have Mr. Softy here. The coffee and crepes guy is going to be here. And it's going to be a great time. So you can do some holiday shopping and have fun and visit with your friends and neighbors. And then I'm so happy everybody came out to the Halloween party. My team and I worked really hard to put that together. I'm glad so many of you had such a good time. We did too. So let me tell you a little bit about what's coming up this week. But let me first say, yes, we did forget to put the ballet on the sign-up sheet, but most of you were able to figure out just to write in ballet. So that right now is full with a waiting list, but we're going to open up more seats as soon as we figure out what the configuration is. So tonight, or this morning, is the Jack's Coffee Series. The bus will be leaving at 9:45 sharp. So if you're going to the coffee series, make sure you're on the bus, so get out there. And then tonight, we are going to the Pops. So if you have a ticket to the Pops, the bus will be leaving at 6:30 sharp. And for those of you not going to the symphony tonight, we have Tim Akins on piano in Egret Hall. You guys like him. He's a fun boogie-woogie piano player. Katie's dancing behind the camera. And it'll be a fun time. Also, on the 5th, that's this coming Sunday, we're going to the Beaches Fine Arts Series. That's a free concert. the Viano String Quartet, and that will be at St. Paul's Episcopal by the Sea. Again, that is full too with a wait list. So if you're not going to be going, let us know so we can call the next person on the list. And that's it for me. I hope you have a great weekend. I'll see you around the village.
Hello, Cypress Village. I am back. It has been a couple weeks, so it's good to see you all again. I am Laurel Mundell, your Director of Administrative Services. So we had an awesome time at our community-wide Walk to End Alzheimer's last Saturday, but the city, the Jacksonville City Walk to End Alzheimer's is actually going to be tomorrow on Saturday at the UNF campus. So I think they're accepting donations the week after their walk ends. We're just trying to get the last few pledges in. For those of you who won items at the silent auction, we need those in as well. And if possible, it would be really awesome if you could get those into the business office by end of the day today, so that when we go to the Jacksonville Walk tomorrow morning, we'll have that grand total announced. What we have right now is $18,293. So we are so close to that final goal of $20,000, and I would love to reach that in time for the walk on Saturday morning. If we receive those checks end of day today, Candace can direct deposit them, so they'll go right in right away, and we'll get those numbers counted towards us. So that is the extent of that. Thank you so much for your giving. Thank you so much for your participation. I love seeing everyone come out, and we had such a great time last weekend at the breakfast following. So thank you, thank you, thank you. A few just administrative updates then. The doggy door, I'm aware that while I was out, the doggy door wasn't functioning how it needed to. So it had nothing to do with the access control portion. That's what Securitas, our managed provider, handles. So we couldn't do that, but we couldn't get it fixed through Securitas. However, the part has been identified. We had another vendor come out, and it has to do more with the actual hardware of the door. This is more information than you need to know, but that's why there's a little bit of a delay, is because it wasn't under a managed service contract. We have to look at another third party to fix that. But parts have been ordered, and we'll get those replaced as soon as they are in. Parking, I imagine that some of you who either face the main circle lot or who drive up here regularly have seen that the new signage install has begun. So the signs for the house residents and the special event parking signs, those have gone up in the main circle lot, as well as a 4-hour parking limit sign on the handicap spaces just in the main circle lot. So be advised, we are going to be enforcing that. As long as it's posted, then we can ticket. So that's why we have the signage there. And I even just have a small stack of tickets in my briefcase. So when I'm coming in and heading out throughout the day, I'm going to keep an eye on those spaces too, in addition to security. So we're taking this very seriously, because the whole point is for this to be very accessible for the community at large, not just for a couple residents to kind of plant there and then take those spaces away from people who really would benefit from them. Additionally, the parking signage on the first floor of the garage is going to be going in also. That one's a little bit more complex because of the drilling in the concrete and so on. So we're working on that. Oh, actually, Scott and Andy are working on that, and they're doing a great job. So be advised. New parking stickers will be coming. So I went ahead and got the quote received. We're going to put those in production soon. And many residents had mentioned that they didn't like the decals that were hanging, or they didn't like the window clings, that they really wanted the sticker on the back of their vehicle. So we're going to change it up a little bit too, where residents out in the houses will have a different color sticker than the residents in the apartments, so that we're able to monitor the house parking spaces and make sure that they are house residents that are parking there. Likewise, that house residents aren't parking in the apartment spaces over in the A Tower lot, so on and so forth. So be on the lookout for more information. We'll put that information out once we actually have them in hand, because I don't want you all waiting for us to get those. The Cypress Village app. So we are working on the new community app. We're going to have a ambassador training for any resident who is interested in being a tech ambassador to their fellow peers. The IT committee members are automatically invited, as well as a few other residents who have either expressed interest with me directly or who I know would be a good fit. So if you are interested at all in that meeting, please let me know. We will hold that on Friday, November 17th at 11 a.m. I had to think about that for a second. So if you are interested in being an ambassador for the community app, basically you're just going to learn how to use it, how to log in, what's there, so that in the event additional residents have questions, you're able to be an advocate for them. We're going to have a lot of incredible things in this app that we didn't have previously, with one of them being the dining portion will be incorporated into our actual point of sale system, so that residents will be able to check balances for their meals. They will be able to make reservations and order. So this is going to be an incredible thing. So when you say, oh, I don't need the app, this isn't for me, it's going to be for everybody, because all of you want to eat, right? So we're going to do our due diligence, though, making sure you know how it works, getting it downloaded, getting you in the system, and all of that. So again, if you're interested in being an ambassador for your fellow peers, let me know. And I believe that is all that I have. Oh, I had just one other interesting note about our security guards. We are going to be putting them through a fall recovery training, so that when an independent living resident falls, they will be able to successfully coach residents on how to get up on their own, or in the event that a lift is needed, be able to perform some very minimal assist. That is not a formal policy yet. So we are still operating under the policy that we are a no lift community, but we want to just let you know that there's something in there. We feel really bad when we have to sit down with a resident and wait for 911 to come. So we're just trying to find a way to safely and equitably bridge that gap there, so that we can provide you the service that we think you deserve. We want to make sure we maintain as much dignity as possible during a situation like that, but also keeping your health in mind. If any of you have experienced a fall, whether or not it was witnessed or not witnessed, whether or not you had security help, please always notify your primary care provider. And it wouldn't hurt to tell the wellness clinic either, just so that they can keep an eye on you, because you never know. That fall might, even if it didn't cause something, the fall could be a symptom of something else. So please, please, please just know that we want you to do that, and we want you to take care of yourself, and we want to be able to help in all the ways that we can. But being open and honest with your primary care provider is the best step to do that. That's what I have for this week. A lot of information to catch up on. So I will see you around the village. When you are.
Good morning. I'm Wendy Griffith, Chair of the Nominating Committee, and I'm here to remind you that you have a limited opportunity next week to make your vote for the Resident Advisory Council candidate that you want to serve on the council for the next year. The times when you can vote in person, if you have not voted electronically, are Wednesday, November 8th, beginning at 4:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m., and then again on Friday, November 7th, from 3 to 3:30, and then from 4:30 to 5:30 on the same day. The next opportunity is Sunday, November 12th, at 9:45 a.m. from 10:45 a.m., and the final opportunity is Monday, November 13th at 11 a.m. to 12. Most of the location of the voting table will be outside of the Egret Hall, but on Monday it will be in the main lobby. You can choose up to 4 candidates, and your vote is confidential. So the candidates have done their part. They have volunteered, and now they need your support. So please vote. Thank you.
I'm going to say everything twice because mine seems to get lost every time. So just in case it gets lost this time. No, I'm kidding. Katie's kind of growling at me right now, ready to elbow me. All right, it's Hector Gonzalez, Dining Director, coming live from Ty Morgan's office. I don't have too many updates today, but I do have a plea. My plea is, I did the numbers for breakfast yesterday because it's month end. We're doing less than 7 people for breakfast, man. You guys got to help me out here, please. Ahmad's in there. Maxine is in Loon's Nest for breakfast every day, Monday through Friday, 8 to 10. Please, please, please come down and visit them. It's a nice atmosphere. It's wonderful. The weather's cooling down, so that's another good reason to put some warm omelets in your bellies to combat the day. I'm trying here, but we really need to pick the covers up in there. It's hard for me to continue to keep doing 6 covers, 7 covers in the morning, sometimes 2, and then other days 10. So please consider it if it fits into your schedule. It's nicely done. The team in there is wonderful. So please put it into your calendars. Thank you. Second thing I have, update on construction project. They're moving along. They're moving along at a pretty decent pace. Of course, not as fast as I'd like them to. We got the tile down, the ceiling tiles in. They're getting ready to paint and then put some cleanable walls in. And then the equipment will come in. The update that I'm getting is I'll be doing a walkthrough next week sometime, probably Thursday or Friday if everything checks out then. I'm hoping we can open 4600 up on the 13th with a new menu. So fingers crossed, everything goes as planned. Thank you very much for your patience on all of this. It's been taxing for all of us. The team is doing a great job adjusting to this, but it's a little bit of a different environment. It's a little bit harder to service, but we're working our way through it. We are going to stay open on Middleton's Buffet until 6 next week instead of 5 because we feel like that extra hour is necessary. Loon's Nest has been absolutely getting pummeled every night because we're closing down the buffet at 5:30. We've extended to 5:45 at times. We're trying to gauge things, but I think if we go to a solid 6 next week, so it'll be open from 11 until 6, we can clear through that extra 20 people, 25 people that are really getting backed up in Loon's Nest, getting seated late. We're keeping the team here until 9 o'clock at night. It's not really a good scenario for anybody, but I do appreciate your patience as we get through this. Trust me, it's going to be a big win for us once it's done, and we'll be able to move things quickly after that. That's all I've got. Have a great weekend. See you around the village.
Good morning, villagers. Ashley Miller here, your Director of Resident Services. I hope you all have had a wonderful week. A couple updates from our Wellness Center. Guardian Pharmacy will be on site Mondays and Wednesdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. And the medication cycle for November 8th will be for Tower C, the houses, and for pill pack delivery. A quick reminder that our Guardian Pharmacy lockers have been relocated right across the hallway in the Wellness Clinic now. We have a busy Tuesday next week. We have Life Transitions with Dr. Connie Williams in A6 at 2 p.m. We'll have a caregiver support group that will also be on Tuesday at 2 p.m. in the AL Theater Room. It'll be hosted by Community Hospice, and the topic, 4 things that matter most. Auditory training group will meet in the Wellness Center on Tuesday at 10 a.m. To join, please call 501-2282. The next wellness orientation and clinic tour will be held on Thursday, November 9th at 10 a.m. in the Wellness Center. Breakfast and BPs will be sponsored by Trilogy Home Health this week. Come get your own overnight oats bowl and get your blood pressure taken. We've had a wonderful turnout the last few weeks and looking forward to seeing you all this Friday. On November 15th, we'll have a community hospice in to host an educational lecture on what is palliative care. It'll be at 3:30 in the OMR and no sign up is necessary. We hope to see you all there. November 16th, we have a Stay Well lecture also in the OMR. It will be hosted by Optum, a United Health group, at 12:15. The lecture will be on Medicare and United Advantage plans. If you have any questions, this will be a great lecture to attend. Also on November 16th in the afternoon, we'll have a Medicare enrollment specialist on site in the Wellness Center. So stop in for a hot cocoa bar, Meet Savannah and make an appointment to review your benefits with her if you have any questions. Your daily dose of wellness: cultivate a positive mindset. The only difference between a good day and a bad day is your attitude. It's true, mindset is everything. Cultivate a positive mindset by recognizing negative thought patterns and countering them with positive affirmations. I hope you all have a blessed weekend, and I'll see you around the village.
Welcome to Coffee Chat. I'm a new grandpa, people. Got a new grandson named Gunner. 7 pounds, 4 ounces. Healthy. Got 5 fingers and 10 fingers and 10 toes, should I say? I'm happy about that. Anyway, around the neighborhood, concrete, hopefully we'll get started back on that next week. That'll be over on My Rico that we'll be doing that, and then come around the other side of West to finish up all the trip hazards and driveways that need to be done. Elevators, we're waiting on parts on B, I think it is, but they're fixing them fast as we can get them fixed. Sorry, it's mechanical. Sometimes they break down, and I'm sorry for that. And if somebody gets trapped in there, if I'm here, I'm coming running for you. I will come for you, always. Also, hot water. I got the plumbers coming tomorrow. We get the hot water fixed, and then something happens. But next week, I will have to be shutting the water down between C and D. That'll be Tuesday, because I have to replace a 4-inch valve that is leaking right here by Ty's office. So I'll get that done next week too. So we'll give you a heads up when we're going to turn the water off. We won't have it off for very long, but we will have it off. Next off, the putting green and croquet court is now open. So y'all have fun out there. Looks like a blast to me. Pretty out there. What else is going around the neighborhood? That should be about it in my corner of the lot. But anyway, y'all have a wonderful weekend. And don't forget, time changes on the 5th. Have a good day.
Okay, I'm back. I forgot to tell you the winner of the pumpkin contest. Thank you, everybody, for voting. And the winner, to me, no surprise because it's what I voted for, was number 7, made by the Healthcare Center team, and that was the coral reef fish made out of candy corn, which to me was just amazing. So congratulations to the healthcare team for an awesome pumpkin this year, and thank you all for participating. And they will be getting a lunch for everyone. So thank you for helping make that happen.
Right. Good morning, Cypress Village. It's Dawn Epstein, your Director of IHS, Innovative Home Services, Cypress Village's own home care agency. Just reminding you that we are here, excuse me, we're here to meet your needs. We can meet all of your care needs. We can also just help make life easier. We can assist with light housekeeping, meal preparation. We can run errands, shopping. We can provide transportation for you. We also have some concierge services like our happy birthday packages. We also do filing for long-term care insurance. So if you need assistance with that, we can meet with you and discuss how to even open a claim and do things like that. So we're here really to make your life easier, prevent any injuries or illnesses with our med management program, and we do have a fall prevention program as well with our IHS caregivers. So if you want more information, then just give us a call. Otherwise, enjoy your weekend, and I will see you around the village.
All right, I'm back, and I hope everybody's enjoying today's episode. I always like to kick it off with some good culture mission moments here at the village, and I wanted to recognize one of our star employees. She's been with us, I want to say, going on 7, maybe 8 years. She has had, I think, 3 promotions in the 8-year term, and that is our very own Abby Maroney, who is in sales and marketing for the assisted living and memory care neighborhoods. Abby has been in the role just under a year and has just been incredibly impactful on the positive side. And I actually have a comment card through our app from Miss Pat Chatfield to Abby, and it says, "Abby is a dynamo. She worked over and above the norm with mountains of paperwork to get Bill moved into assisted living. She even pushed the heavy-moving cart across the parking lot. Thank you, Abby, so much. We appreciate you a lot. So great job, Abby. You know, I can't say enough about Abby Maroney. She has just been incredible in her new role. And big congratulations if you're watching, Abby. And thank you, Pat, for sending that in to us. I did want to regress a little bit. Last week we had Coffee Chat and we did all the filming for it. And unfortunately, when Katie got home to actually produce the episode itself, the SD card that holds all the data malfunctioned or erased the data. So a big apology due to last week's not airing Coffee Chat. So I did want to recognize the resident that we had recognized last week that did not get published or produced based on the SD card. And that is Miss Marcia Green. Marcia Green has been here, I don't know, but it's got to be close to a year. She's very engaged, cares a lot about the community, and has really dedicated a lot of her own time really focusing on balance, health, meditation, and just overall health and wellness for the community. She is doing some sitting Tai Chi classes as well as yoga classes, both sitting and non-sitting for residents. Residents are getting a lot out of it. But really, Marcia, we just wanted to say here at Cypress Village, thank you for being so engaged and caring about so many residents. That's really what it's all about at the end of the day. So wanted to recognize you and thank you this week on Coffee Chat. Next item, not as popular, that's going to be elevators. I really don't have anything new to report this week. Dave is on vacation. He returns Monday. We had signed the RFP proposal with a company called VDA. They are the consultant company that we engaged to do the assessment for all of our elevator shafts. We have not started that process, but we will keep all of our residents posted on a weekly basis with any updates relative to the elevators. So again, thank you for your patience there. We're doing everything we possibly can to make sure that we remedy the elevators appropriately and for the long term. So again, thank you for your patience there. I did want to mention also in our office, the executive offices and the business office. Effective today, it was actually yesterday on Tuesday, we're going to have either office hours or we may even close the office at certain points throughout the week. We have a lot of people out. So we're running on a skeleton crew here in the business office. So my ask of you would be if there's anything related to Candace Yates, Sarah Ninya, Katie Amador, Emily Parker, please use email or phone. We would really appreciate that as we're down 2 staff members and one is out on a leave. So, and myself and Sarah are traveling to conferences. So anyway, just wanted to give everybody a heads up on that, and we'll also put that in writing in the weekly update so everybody's aware. So with that, I did want to give I would say a premature birthday wish to Miss Liz Seymour. Her birthday was yesterday, and you know, we pre-recorded this, so I can't really tell you how it went, but we have a big surprise for her, and she's not going to know it because today's Friday, but we got a big surprise for her where she's going to do a ribbon cutting on her 100th birthday. She was a very, very important part of bringing croquet to Cypress Village many years ago. Actually had Cypress Village competing in many croquet tournaments, you know, roughly a decade ago, if not a little bit more. So a big happy birthday to Liz Seymour yesterday. And while we're on birthdays, I'm just going to go backwards a little bit and start off with the first. And we've got Miss Beverly Hirsch. Again, Beverly, happy birthday 2 days ago. And Gay Howell was also on the first. So Gay, happy birthday to you. Yesterday, as I mentioned, we had Miss Liz Seymour's birthday. Liz, happy birthday again, as well as Joan Birchall. Joan, happy birthday to you yesterday. We only have one birthday villager out there, and that's Mr. Tim Clutterbuck. Mr. Clutterbuck, happy birthday to you today, sir. Tomorrow, we've got 3. We've got Miss Jenny Guth, Mr. Fred Weinberg, and Liz Rourke. Happy birthday to you 3. On the 5th, we've got 2. We've got Miss Wanda Smith and Sylvia LaPetrie. Happy birthday to you 2. We don't have any on the 6th and 7th, but on the 8th we have Mr. Florin Fisher and Joseph Moon. Happy birthday to you two gentlemen. So, residents, that is going to wrap up another virtual coffee chat. Have a great rest of your Friday and weekend. If you're able to make it to the Alzheimer's Walk tomorrow, please join at UNF and have a great weekend. See you later. Bye-bye.